Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today we have massive news regarding Julio Rodriguez and the Seattle Mariners. It appears that he has been signed to a massive, and I mean massive, extension. First on it was Jesse Sanchez, but Jeff Passan has kind of given us a little more of the details of this deal. And as of right now, it's looking like a 14-year extension. Not 8, not 9, not even 10. 14 years, an absolutely massive extension, but you have to keep in mind, they're doing this very quickly, and Julio Rodriguez is only 21 years old. He's only 21 right now, so it does make sense after the season that he's had, which he hasn't like completely torn up the league, but for a rookie, he has been phenomenal. He's got 20 home runs. He already has a 2020 season. He's hitting .269, but from everything we've seen, he's only going to get better, it seems like. I mean, that could be, there's some risk involved in a 14-year deal. We'll get to that in a second. But I'm just saying, in general, you got to be happy, I would think, if you're a Mariners fan. I could be wrong on that after I click on some of these tweets and see some of the comments, which I haven't done yet. But I would think Mariners fans have to be really excited about this. I know I would be. You have just locked up a great player. The Mariners are trying to win. They're trying to not only win now, but also be good for the future. And it shows right here with this insane extension, which could pay as much as $400 million. Now, as for the risk involved, obviously, Julio Rodriguez has had a great year, but when you haven't seen a player play in their second year, in their sophomore year, they could have a sophomore slump. It could be up and down. You just don't know for sure if he's going to get better, worse, about the same. And I think that's why there are so many variables in the contract. Worst case scenario, maybe he only gets paid $210 million for the Mariners, and that's still about $15 million a year if my math is right. But if he gets paid $400 million, that's pushing $30 million. That's about 28 or so million a year, off the top of my head. So it's a huge difference. But either way, he's going to get paid extremely handsomely. But if it's $15 million, okay, that's not absolutely crazy insane, but still a lot of money, obviously. We'll just have to see how this extension works out. But the bottom line is the Mariners want this guy in their organization. They want a face of the franchise, and they have just locked one up for an amazing 14 years. So let's click on this Jeff Passan link. Whoa, Aaron Judge is about to get paid. Not really sure that that's a good comparison. Aaron Judge is a bit older with a more of an injury history right here, it says. But yeah, I mean, obviously players have been getting paid, and they're going to continue to get paid because they're Major League Baseball players. And yeah, $400 million if he reaches his ceiling before he turns 35 is absolutely insane. Potential to be the richest player in the game here by the time he's done. Big potential. Hope to see him continue to climb. Baseball needs superstars. So interesting comments here. 15 mil per 14 for kid hasn't even touched his prime yet, at which point he'll be making about half his market value. Clubs have apparently found the recipe to continually sign these young studs to team-friendly deals, more years, less money, but there's still risk involved. There's still that's to making the assumption he is going to be that good. Which, well, I hope he does. I hope he turns out awesome, and he's going to get more than 15 million because that's minimum. If he keeps playing well, he should, with whatever incentives or however this contract is laid out, he should get closer to that 400 million in if he continues to play well. So he'll be getting more like 26, 27, 28 million a year. And even if by that time players are getting way more than that, nobody's going to cry for somebody making $28 million a year. I think that this was a smart deal on both sides. On Rodriguez's side, he is set up. He has got security. No matter what happens, he knows he's going to be paid, and he doesn't have to worry about anything financially for the rest of his life. Nor does his kids or his kids' 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 kids. But that being said, he doesn't have to worry about himself either. The Mariners, on the other hand, don't have to worry about anything. They have this guy locked up, and if he continues to get better and play well, which they think he will, then they're going to have an awesome player for years to come, and it's going to work out. The only possible, obviously, risk is what if it doesn't work out? What if he has injury issues? A million things can happen over such a long time. So we'll have to wait and see how this works out. But I'd be really excited if I'm a Mariners fan. The only problem I have with this is that Seattle isn't known for winning. Look at what happened with Mike Trout. Waste his prime with the Angels. I hope Seattle does better. Need to see the best players in the playoffs. I think I've seen a different side of the Mariners lately, or that they've changed with front office changes and whatnot over the years. And I think the Seattle Mariners are ready to win right now. I don't think they're playing around anymore. Don't just look at that name, Seattle Mariners, and think, they suck. They haven't been in the playoffs in ages. I think the Mariners are coming hard. I'm not saying they're going to win a World Series this year, but I think they're coming hard. They've changed their philosophy. They're not messing around. And this is a risky deal. I wouldn't even say it's almost close to a 50-50. Whether or not the Mariners will end up looking like this was a good idea in 10, 11, 12 years, we'll see. Because it could be 11, 12. It could be 10 years Julio Rodriguez is not in the league. He might not be in the league in 6, 7 years. He might be washed out and be traded around, and the Mariners are continuing to pay this insane money. Like we do the Bobby Bonilla, we may be doing a year talking about Julio Rodriguez. By the way, Julio Rodriguez is still getting paid by the Mariners. Everyone's like, oh my God, remember Julio Rodriguez? Because it's a long contract. But from what I've seen from this kid, I do think he's going to have a fantastic career. And I think it's going to be close to worth it. And I think it's a good deal. I think the Mariners I think it's a good deal on both sides. But let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Check out that join button down below if you want to help the channel on a monthly basis. I appreciate all your support. Have a great day. Congratulations to the Seattle Mariners and to Julio Rodriguez. Unbelievable. 14 years and almost $500 million potentially. Wow. We'll talk to you guys next time.